How's it going, Rams? My name is Leah Cackowski, and I am so excited to be here as your Thursday night sports anchor. So, after New Mexico's upset dub against Wyoming on Tuesday night, the Rams now control their own destiny to win or share that regular season title in the Mountain West. But with other squads like Boise State right on their tails, this conference is truly up for grabs when it comes to men's hoops. I'll fill you in on all the details in this tight Mountain West race and much, much more here on Thursday Night Sports, which starts right now. Before we get into this conference chase that's really heating up, let's first take a look at the upcoming matchup for CSU men's hoops. The one after first, of course, their battle going on right now against the New Mexico Lobos. Let's stop things real quick to take a look into that one. CSU is currently up 16-17, with David Roddy having 9 points and Thomas Moore having 3. I mean, it's still pretty early on, so we're just going to have to see how this one shakes out for the Rams. But okay. No matter how that one ends up, the Rams will still continue their week-long trip this week, facing off against the UNLV Rebels down in Vegas this Saturday at 6. And needless to say, it should be an exciting one to say the least. The Green and Gold took that massive L when they battled the Rebs the last time out, in Moby of all places, so the road squad should definitely know what to expect this second time around. And with that in mind, let's take a look at the opposition real quick. The Runnin' Rebels come into this one at 15-11 overall and 7-6 in conference play after taking down Fresno State in a close one just last night. And like their record shows, this team is right at about average when it comes to the conference standings, with many ups and many downs over the course of the winter. But even with this inconsistency, UNLV has shown to bounce back from their blunders and pick themselves right off the mat where they have to play against top competition, which includes squads like Boise State and Wyoming. And with most of their dubs being at home, thanks to a terrible 3-6 marks on the road, all of this combines to mean that they'll surely start Saturday night off with some high energy, especially after defeating the Green and Gold at their home base just a few weeks ago. But while things may be stacked against CSU in this matchup, I feel like the Rams will come into this one with some fire of their own. And here's why. With their recent win against Mountain West leading Boise State on Sunday, this crew is clearly ready to take on any team at any place. Currently riding a 5-game winning streak since that uncharacteristic loss of the Rebs in January, which is why I expect the Green and Gold to take that same energy into this one, assuming they can take care of business tonight, of course. Back when they last played, this CSU squad was not prepared for the outcome of what they thought was an easy dub, with the Rams unable to stop super senior Bryce Hamilton, which allowed him to go for a ridiculous 42 on CSU. But while number 13 was able to dominate from the field, it was almost unnoticed that Isaiah Stevens also carried his team on the other side, going for a career-high 30 points and 8 rebounds for the Green and Gold in a losing effort. Hopefully for Ram fans, the outcome will be much different this time around, and we'll continue to see that growing momentum for CSU. But as always, we're just going to have to wait and see. And of course, with all of that talk about CSU and UNLV in mind, it should remind the Rams that no team in this conference should be underestimated. Clearly, everyone can truly beat anyone, as it's been shown time and time again throughout the course of this season. And speaking of the Mountain West Conference, the race for a regular season title is coming down to the wire, with one win or one loss possibly being the deciding factor who takes home this honor home. So with that being said, let's take a look at how things are shaping up as of now. Even with their late L against the Rams on Sunday, the Broncos still sit at first place in the conference, followed by Wyoming in second, and then finally the Rams in third. Both Wyoming and CSU have a total of 10 wins in conference play so far this year, while Boise is one above them with 11. And all of them have some unexpected losses within the league, to say the least. As I just mentioned on Tuesday, the Pokes had an embarrassing loss to New Mexico down at the Pit, who currently sit at the number 9 spot. And surprisingly, these little upsets aren't out of the ordinary for leading programs in the conference. Boise State and Wyoming have both lost to one another, and the Broncos are also fresh off of an L to CSU just this past Sunday in an insane overtime thriller. So as you can see with the numbers, the regular season title is completely up in the air as of late, and it probably come down to the final week of the schedule to see who ends up taking it. And obviously, with this conference race coming how it affects each of these squads' March Madness tournament odds. As of now, the Mountain West looks stronger than it has been in a long time, with Colorado State being ranked 26th in the overall NCAA standings, the Pokes at 34 and Boise State at 35, making the chances of there being multiple at-large bids pretty likely. And I mean, while powerhouse conferences like the Pac-12, SEC, and the Big Ten do usually hold most of those extra slots in the Mountain West, they have an extremely good season. But of course, it's always ideal to get that automatic bid from winning the Mountain West tournament, which is going to be a challenge for these teams to accomplish. But I guess someone has to, right? Overall, I think if the Rams keep up their high intensity both tonight and on Saturday, they should be more than prepared to face teams like Wyoming and Boise State down the road. As you've seen throughout the many weeks here at CTV, the Green and Gold has had an immense amount of support from the CSU community, with 3 sellouts in Moby already this year, and definitely a few more to come, which obviously greatly contributes to this squad potential push for a little. And regardless, all I know is that I've loved watching the Rams compete so far, so let's just hope they can take their talent even farther come postseason and making us Ram fans proud. And with that, Rams, that's all the news that I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Be sure to tune in for Monday for another edition of Monday Night Sports. Stay safe and have a wonderful weekend.